Today, we have Honorable Chief Minister of Delhi, through Arvind Kejriwal, is a special invitee for the launch of 3 important and revolutionary schemes. He is not just the CM of Delhi. He is a fighter. He left his IRS job and entered public life to serve the people. With his hard work, he has become the Chief Minister of Delhi. Recently, he has made his party win his Punjab also. He is always very active. He is closely watched by everyone in the country. We are happy that he is among us today in Tamil Nadu. It is a happy moment for Bharati Women's College that such a celebrated leader has come to your college. When I visited Delhi this year on 1st April, I had the opportunity to see the government schools there. Tamil Nadu School Education Minister Anbil Makesh also was with me. Just as everything else in the country is getting modernized, our classrooms also need to be modern and activity to our children. We plan to create such schools in Tamil Nadu and requested Honorable Arvind Kejriwal to come and a guest for the launch. Accepting my invitation, he is here today. On behalf of all of you, I welcome you.
I want to share my experience when Stalin Saab came to Delhi. In the last week of March, we got a message that Stalin Saab wants to come and visit Delhi government schools. I was very surprised because in our country, we rarely see chief ministers going to each other's state and see the schools or the hospitals. Most of the time of a politician goes in politics, and very little time is spent on development. So I asked my office to confirm doubly whether it is true that he wants to come to see the schools and Mohalla clinic. They said, yes, he just wants to come to see the schools and Mohalla clinic. I was so happy to receive him. I personally went and received him. I took him around the school. I took him around the Mohalla clinic. And during media interaction, he announced that he will open similar schools of excellence in Tamil Nadu, and he will invite me for the inauguration. So I was very sure that he's going to do that. But I thought it might take about a year, 2 years, 3 years before it happens. Stalin Saab, I'm so pleasantly surprised that you've done it in 6 months. Within 6 months, now I got an invitation to come and make the announcement that 26 schools of excellence will soon be started in Tamil Nadu. I am told that there are already 10 model schools which are working here, and 15 more model schools are going to start now. It is very important that we all learn from each other. India is one country. We might belong to different political parties, but there is so much of good work that each government in each state is doing. And it is extremely important that we learn from each other. It is the right of each child to get good education and free education in our country. And it should be the duty of each government to provide good education and quality education and free education to each child born in this country. This should have happened in 1947 itself. In 1947, when our country became independent, I think the first and foremost emphasis should have been given on the education to our children. It did not happen at that time. In the last 75 years also, we have not given the required, whatever emphasis was required on the education. But still, if all of us come together, the way Stalin Sahab has started this in Tamil Nadu, we have started in Delhi. I think if all the state governments come together, if the central government comes together, I am sure that within 5 years, we can make all government schools in the country and start providing best education. I am very disheartened that in some of the states I keep hearing that the government schools are being closed. In some states, they have started charging high fees, 500. In one of the states, they are charging 500 rupees per month per child in the government schools. If they close the government schools, where will the poor children go for education? How will the poor man educate his kids? Almost 2/3 of our kids will remain illiterate. And in a country where 2/3 of the kids are illiterate, the country cannot progress. So I am so happy that I am here today when so many education initiatives are being launched, and I wish my best wishes to Stalin Sahab, and I hope that he will keep calling me again and again whenever he launches his new initiatives in education, and I look forward to receiving him again in Delhi. Whenever we launch any new initiative, we will always invite him. Thank you so much. Thank you.